How are you keeping the day? It's me, Crispy, back with another story. So, in today's story, I'm going to be telling you. I actually have no idea. I just recorded that intro with no fucking story in mind, but I'll figure it out, bro. I actually have no story in mind. Like, I just sat down to record, I'm in a flow state, and I did the intro so well, I just don't even have a story. Alright, how are you doing today? It's me, Crispy, back with another story, and today I'm going to be telling you the tale of the abandoned house. Now, heat up some popcorn, fucking close the blinds, close the curtains, bro. Light a campfire, because this is a fucking scary story, bro. This is some real X-Files shit. No, it's not. But stay tuned anyway. So, growing up, I had this friend, we'll call him Chester, bro. He later turned out to be a rat. This guy is like probably the biggest op in the history of my life. This guy is like my fucking nemesis, bro. I'll try edit it out, but if I can't, you're stuck with the controller sounds. So, Chester lived like down the street from me originally. Like he literally lived like 2 streets over. But one day he moved, but he moved like really close. He was like fucking across the way a bit. He was like 10 minutes away. So we always lived close next to each other, bro. We were like we were the homies back in the day until he signed for Rat FC. But before he signed for Rodent FC, he was a certified G. So one day, me and my friend Felix are visiting him. I say visiting like he lives in some other country, bro. He lives fucking down the street, bro. So yeah, and this guy lived in like a relatively like new area. I mean, I don't think it was actually that new. Maybe it was like 5 years old. It was definitely, I'll say this, it wasn't there when I was born, which means like I was older than the fucking entire area. Like these were new-ish houses, but they weren't like state of the art, like brand new. They were just houses that happened to be built like 5 years ago. So yeah, we're just down at the end of his area, and there's a house with like a big fucking metal door. Like, you know when like a shop closes for the night and it puts like those, like, what are they called? What are they called? Like, those metal, like, grates or something. Yeah, he has like metal grates. So, all the houses on the street are normal apart from one. There's just one house with the windows boarded up and the big metal grate on the door, like you know when like a shop closes for the night and they have to put up the thing so people don't like come in and like fucking steal. It has like those. I think they're called like metal grates. I might be wrong. Am I gonna look it up? No. Correct me. So yeah, all the houses apart from the last one on the street are completely normal, and then there's one that looks like someone has just died in it. Like this shit looks straight out of like fucking Friday the 13th, bro. Like this shit looks straight out of. This shit looks like Freddy Krueger's house, like. This shit looks like Freddy Krueger's house. So we're wondering, what the hell is up with this? Because, like I said, every other street... Now we're wondering, what the fuck... Now we're wondering, like, what is up with this? What is, like, the urban legend, the folklore of this? Because clearly there's a reason why this house is abandoned. That's what we call it, the abandoned house, bro. Every time we want to do something, oh, let's go to the abandoned house. Now we couldn't actually get in, like, because there was like a fucking metal like fencing thing like around the door and the windows were boarded up, but we could hop the wall and like see through the back door, and it was just like there wasn't even like wood on the floor or like carpet. It was just dirt, and there was like a bunch of shit scattered around. So clearly something had happened here. Like, and you know, like those, like, you know, like the thing if you're buying like a new house and it's a great house and it's really fucking cheap, and then the real estate agent has to say, oh yeah, I'm obligated to tell you there was a double murder, homicide, suicide, gang-a-lang-a bing-bong here. And you're just like, oh, that's why it was so cheap. A lot of people don't like the idea of living where someone was fucking fatally murdered. Like, can you blame them, to be fair? Like, you know, like Jesse Pinkman's house in like the first season when they have to dissolve the guy? That's what I'm picturing has happened here. Like, clearly something's gone wrong. And my friend Chester, bro, is just like, oh yeah, there was like a fucking killing. That's why it was so cheap. I saw it on Facebook, like, not like my friend Chester was a grade A bullshitter, and he starts going off on like how he's in like the Facebook group for the area, and like, oh, someone was like tragically slain here, bro. Like someone died. That's why it was so cheap. Like fucking all this shit, bro. And he's making up like this story with like names and stuff, and he's just adding and adding to the lie, bro. This guy was like the Jose Mourinho of just lying his ass off, bro, and adding details. Like, if you back this guy into a corner, like, where it contradicted his own story, he'd be like, oh, this is why. Bro, he'd add in, like, different subplots and stuff, bro. This guy painted a whole ass cinematic universe of why the house was abandoned and all this shit, like. And we don't realize what we've done until we climb the wall. And we realize, oh shit, there's rocks and they're all over the place. We've just ruined this house, even though like we thought it was abandoned. One day the board was gone, then one day the metal grates were gone, and there was a car in the driveway. Now the wood was still up on the windows. Eventually there was a sale, a great thing, and someone moved into the abandoned house not knowing the lore that someone probably maybe absolutely didn't die there, bro. Little did they know. Anyway, this is the end of the urban legend. Little did he know when he moved into the house that Hannibal Lecter was hiding there. Little did he know when he moved in that the house was haunted from the previous murder victim. And then history repeated itself. Nah, I'm just messing. I think a family lives there now. The house probably wasn't haunted. I do believe in a bit of like paranormal stuff, but like that, I think that was always just bullshit. Maybe there was just like a rat infestation for like a few weeks or something, like, I don't know. But the thing is, there was still like metal grates and like shit boring the window. It looked like something out of like The Walking Dead, bro. Like it looked like it looked like a Save the World home base from Fortnite, like, or something like along those lines, like apocalyptic. Maybe the rumors are true. Who actually knows? Like and subscribe, or the spirit from the house will come and haunt you for the rest of your days. The end.